So we're going to need some golf shoes for this muck. Now, normally I don't really care about these types of things, but Showtime show everything gonna be all white. Why? Why was this even made? No, just a blatant racial attack against white people for absolutely no reason. Now, it's getting ratioed to hell, which I'm happy with. At least it shows that Americans still have some sense about them. IMDb's got it at 1, which I think is the lowest score ever. Rotten Tomatoes has got it at like 3%. It's getting shit on by everybody. Doesn't matter what their skin color is, it's getting shit on by them. Because everybody can see right through this. That this is a blatant attack against an entire group of people for no reason but their skin color. And they say some of the ridiculous shit in the trailer, white people, black people aren't your problem. You are your problem. Well, yeah, white people know that. That's why we don't care. You are the ones that are constantly bitching about white people. So who's the one that actually cares? Because white people just go along to get along. Most of us don't give a fuck what you do on your day-to-day basis. You can do whatever you want. That's your problem. That's your business. I don't care. But then you'll go on a Showtime show and say that we think that you are our problem when we don't. We don't even care. Not even a little bit. Or that lady right in the beginning says that white people, she hates it when white people kill us. Who are you talking about? Most murders is white killing a white person, a black killing a black person. You're most likely to be murdered by your own race. That's just a statistical fact you cannot get around. So what the fuck exactly are you talking about? The whole, what's wrong with white fragility? Well, honestly, nothing, because most white people just don't care. You are the ones complaining all the time about how crappy white people are. Who's the more fragile party? When you can't say the N-word because you're white, because you would hurt a bunch of people's feelings, who's got the bigger fragility? White people get called crackers, honkies, constantly being demonized as the devils with no soul, as what's that asshole Nick Cannon had to say. So what are you talking about? And we just go about our day, we go about our business. Being called all sorts of filthy names, having to listen to a bunch of racist assholes call us all sorts of crap. And we just go about our business. Do you know why? Because we have our own lives. We don't have time for this shit. We just don't. So who's the more fragile party here? The radical lefties or just a bunch of everyday white people? Robin DiAngelo, she's just an idiot, so most of us don't listen to her as is. And then why is there this huge misconception about conservatism, as if only white people can be conservative? There is no black conservatives, no Hispanics, no Asians at all. That the only conservative party is just full of white people. How do you figure that? I don't get it. I don't understand how your brain works, because you literally leave out whole just chunks of information constantly. Like you forget about it. You memory hole that crap. How do you figure that only white people can be conservative? And what's this whole thing about Jesus' skin color? As a Christian man, not one time have I been like, oh, damn, man, Jesus was white for sure. Because I don't care about Jesus' skin color. I don't have to look up geography. I don't care. I care about my Lord's message. Has nothing to do with his skin color. Never has. It's always about the message. And the big message is forgiveness, which you guys can't seem to do. Yeah. You want to bitch and cry about slavery? Why? It's done. It's been done. The good fight is over. Frederick Douglass already did this. And then Martin Luther King got the rights, the civil rights done. This fight has already been won. And the only reason why it was won was a bunch of fucking white people signing to make sure that everybody was equal. The hell are you guys talking about all the time? And yet you're still bitching because you're no longer bitching about equality because you have it. Nowhere in the world do black people live better than in America. Nowhere. Go to any country in the world and black people live better here. So what is the bitch? Now you want supremacy. You're completely over equality. Now you're looking for supremacy. And that is just ridiculous and wrong because you feel like you were slighted. Well, you know what, dude? If you guys want reparations so bad, why don't you every single person in the United States take a DNA test to figure out which black folks here were actually slaves that have ancestors connected to slavery and which folks that actually were slave owners as white people. And hell, the American Indians participated, the Hispanics participated in it. We got to DNA test them too. Because we got to make sure that their families weren't a part of this. And what about the Asians? I don't see the Asians bitching all the time. They were slaves. The Irish came to this country getting shit on. The Italians came here and got shit on. The hell are you always talking about? Your argument is inconsistent and incoherent at best. And you're just nothing but a bunch of racist propagandists. You are the most disgusting people ever. Everybody that's connected to that Showtime show, everything's going to be all white. You're a bunch of disgusting, racist pieces of shit. You have no business in polite society. None. I take no responsibility for slavery. I take no responsibility for reparations. I take no responsibility for any of that shit. Do you know why? Because it wasn't me that did it. I will apologize for shit I did wrong, not for shit you perceived me to do wrong. Your perception about me, which is clearly awful, because I'm white, I must be a demon or something, no soul, a soulless demon running around. Go fuck yourselves.